everybody.
Hi.
It's been a while since we've done one of these videos. We're about a month in now to our LulaRoe adventure, and we thought we'd give you an update.
Yes, this is our next installment. We've been so busy, we've been working hard, and we say to each other all of the time, okay, we need to record an update, and we were like, okay, let's do it today. Let you guys know what's been going on, what's working, what we wish we would have known before when we were getting started, and we're going to also tell you our numbers. We want to be very transparent, and we're going to share all of that with you.
So, we actually just had a open house, so
Yes.
we're shooting this right after an open house. So,
But I don't think we didn't include those numbers.
these numbers are not included in here. So, in a month's time, so we got our inventory on November 15th, and we had our in-home launch on the, sorry, our babies are upstairs, and had our in-home launch on the 19th. So, November 19th is when we officially first started selling.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, until the 15th of December, Nora, shh, our sales, I'm sorry about that. Our sales have been $6,500. So we're really happy with that.
Yes.
We had 9 events, 5 in-home pop-ups, and 4 online events.
Mm-hmm. And we essentially have made back our initial inventory investment. We haven't made back our full investment into our company, but we've made that much back. But we have decided that we want to continue to reinvest our money, so we have not paid ourselves at all. We haven't even allowed ourselves to keep any items yet, which we do think it's time to start.
It's time, because there's a lot of pretties that we...
And our stuff's now like, oh, a little dated. We should, start giving ourselves some of those beauties. But yeah, so we've essentially made back our initial inventory investment, and we will quickly be now making back the complete investment.
Yeah, and for complete transparency, we did the lowest package, and then we bought 30 leggings.
Yes.
31 size, because TC was not available yet.
Correct. So we started without any TC. We just got TC recently.
We did.
So, you can do this without those. And anybody who says you need the leggings, it's possible to do it without.
It is. It is. There are certain events, like we did a pop-up at a bar studio, and we were really low on leggings. We had 9 pairs, and we kind of freaked out a little bit because we thought the venue for that, we should probably have more. So, thank goodness for our sponsor. She's amazing. We drove to her, and she lent us leggings, which thank God she did. We sold about like 12 pairs that day.
Yeah.
So it was a big help. But yeah, the company goes on without leggings. I think at our most successful pop-ups, not a lot of leggings sell.
Like 2 to 3 pairs.
Yeah. Like when people get in there and really start looking at all the other stuff you have, leggings might draw them in because that might be all they know. But
exactly.
When they start trying on things, they're like, oh, wow. We did a in-home, and, there were people that I didn't feel like thought much of the brand. I don't want to sound bad, but when they got there and they saw the clothes and they put them on, they're like, holy cow, this is really cute.
And there's nothing better than seeing the smile on somebody's face when they are feeling good about themselves in a way that you could tell they didn't before they put that outfit on.
So some of the things we've learned along the way, I have a few notes here. We've done the best events when we have engaged our group in Facebook. It seems that the events that follow that engagement, our group really enjoys it, and they end up shopping with us more.
Yeah, and by that we mean not the posts that are like, for the sale, we'll be adding this, or, not just a pretty graphic, but things that are fun more, asking people.
Describe your day in
emoji. Yeah, things like that, because everybody can share. It's nothing too personal, and it brings some humor to everybody. So those are the kind of posts that have always done the best for us.
Yeah, and the latest one about
what was the last thing you bought at the store, and if you had that, you would have a lifetime supply. People were like, oh my gosh, I would have a lifetime supply. Mine was gasoline and dishwasher pods.
Hey, you'd be rich if you didn't have to pay for gas.
That's true.
So that's something we found out. Another thing is ordering. Order frequently, and we order as soon as we get paid from an event.
Yes.
We replenish what we've sold, and then we'll add on some more things because, like Katie said before, we're really working to grow our inventory close to 800 to 900 pieces.
And we try to do this very strategically, where every size we want to have 8 to 10 of that size. But we also don't want to order so many in each order that we're going to have duplicates. So we try to really limit it to no more than 3, 4 at the very most. But I like to stay around 2 to 3 of each size. So just small orders very frequently.
And more recently, we've started to look at not just the numbers we have in each size, but the number of prints we have in each size, because we do have duplicates in some sizes. And when you put those up on albums, it only looks like you have 2 or 3 of some of our sizes. And I'm like, oh gosh, you know, we need to order more of these, because when you think of how people shop and they look at your inventory, and if you don't have a lot, they're just going to browse over it and they're not going to shop because it's boring.
It's true.
So recently we really started looking into that and ordering accordingly.
And we also learned, we learned how important it is to order. It's been a little difficult this time of year because UPS has been bogged down and the warehouse has been super busy. So we've had to plan ahead, and we think that one of the things we wished we wouldn't have done, which we thought was really a good choice at the time, was we didn't sell anything, because we had a couple pop-ups coming up and we wanted to make sure we had enough inventory for those pop-ups. So we didn't do an online sale, and we should have, because I think that week off online,
it hurt us.
It definitely hindered our numbers, and it also lost some of that momentum because we pumped the brakes on this audience. So the thing we've learned from that is to just keep that consistency going. If you don't have new stuff, position it a different way. Do an outfit sale, do a Lindsay and a Julia sale, whatever it is. Just switch it up, keep it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if your personality is showing and you are giving people a new way to shop, you're going to make some sales.
Like, for instance, we did our first Facebook Live sale. We did an outfit sale.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't our most successful number-wise, but I really think it gave people a chance to see our personalities and how we put outfits together, and it was fun. I had fun doing it.
And we both had some people tell us before, and they're like, you're going to do it for people? Well, then they can't put their own outfits together. And then afterwards, they were like, you're going to do that again, right? I didn't even think about this.
They're like, thank God, because sometimes that's the hardest part of shopping is putting stuff together. And we have it right in front of us, so we just play with it. And it's fun for us, too, honestly.
It's not work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing we would definitely do.
Yeah, the consistency, I think, is definitely key.
I think we're going to keep doing calendars, too. We did a calendar for the rest of this month so that people could have an idea of what to expect when.
Mm-hmm. And then for January, we did some fun things to book pop-ups, because it's a typically slower month. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be offering double hostess incentives. So that was exciting. We got a few booked that way, because we want to really keep the momentum going into January. Once December's done and the holidays are over, people are then shopping for themselves again.
Exactly. So the focus is back on how can I better my life? How can I empower myself? New year. So we want to be able to be a resource for people.
Yep. So I don't know what else I have.
Notes-wise?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else.
I think the only other thing I want to touch on is how wonderful it's been having a partner to do this with, because it's a lot of work. I mean, you definitely have to put a lot of time in, a lot of hours. Mm-hmm. And if you have somebody that you can work with, especially if you have different strengths, that is going to be such an asset. We have completely different areas that we've both found to be our specialties, or our sweet spots, if you will. And I've tried to help with some of the stuff she's good at, and I get really overwhelmed. So it's just been so crucial.
And vice versa. I've done stuff that she typically does, and I'm like, I don't know how you do this.
Yeah, so I think if you decide to do this with a partner, which we obviously did with our LLC, finding somebody that you work with well, that you can be honest with, and that you can work and feed off of each other's strengths is really crucial.
And you touched on a good point. I don't want to downplay it at all. It's a lot of time.
It is.
It's probably more than we thought it would be.
It is. I mean, we don't have downtime anymore.
No, and it's not just prepping for sales and, you know, bringing the clothes to the pop-ups. It's strategizing a lot about what are we going to post today? How are we going to engage? And that kind of stuff takes a lot of time on its own. That's not necessarily labor intensive,
Right.
but
And it's a lot of work, but I don't want to have that come off like it's a bad
no,
thing.
yeah.
Because I love it.
It doesn't feel like it's a different kind of work.
Yeah. It's enjoyable and it is worth it, and we see that the money is there. But you do have to work for it. It's not going to be something where you just put up some pictures and you sell some stuff and that's it.
I mean, it works a little bit, but it's not going to drive your business.
Right. So it's definitely good to know that you do have to put the time in. And if you put the time in, you will see those rewards. And we're excited. Like we said, we're going to continue to reinvest in our return for several months, because that's what we've seen to be best for those that have done very well with this. But I mean, I think we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah. And it's been good for us with the mix of the in-home and the pop-ups. We are successful online. Pop-ups are successful as well, but I think you reach a broader audience.
Yeah.
But I love the pop-ups because people that do not know the brand and can try and get their sizes, and then they're repeat customers online, and it's so fun to interact with them.
I agree. But yeah, Facebook has been our best place. We're going to try Periscope tomorrow for the first time.
Yay.
So hopefully that will bring some.
Yeah, we might have a little bit of a learning curve, but
We'll roll with
we
it.
like trying things out.
Yeah.
So, all right. We
All
just
right.
wanted to give you an update. This is month 1, and
Yes.
so far we're really excited. It feels like we've been doing this forever.
And it took us a month to pay back our initial investment,
Yep.
and we're excited to see what month 2 brings. If you have any questions, please continue to email us. We've gotten so many emails, and we are so happy to be able to help all of you. We definitely want to let you know that we would love to be a resource for you moving forward.
Yep. All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. We'll talk to you
Bye.
next month.